Hello, everybody. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm just fiddling with my mic a little bit, trying to set things up still. I just realized that I had it wacky from the train streams when I was showing off my Lionel trains. I had the mic in a different part of the lamp, but it should be pretty much right in front of my face now, relatively. I think. There we go. That should be good. Test, lurk. I think everything's fine. The levels look okay anyway. Hi there, Bern. How you doing? Where's my farming sim scene that I just set up? There it is. So, I know I didn't tell anybody I was going to do this, but farming sim 15, why not? I guess. Well, mostly what brought this on is I think I told you guys like a couple of weeks ago they were giving away Farming Sim 19 on Amazon Prime for free, but it's for Epic Game Store instead of Steam, unfortunately. But whatever, I have Epic Game Store because of other stuff they always give away free there, so I claimed it. And then the mistake I made was after I claimed it, I hadn't been on Epic Game Store in a while because really, who was ever on that stupid thing? But I haven't been on there for a while, so I didn't go straight to Epic Game Store after I claimed it on Prime to, accept it or whatever. Well, you don't even have to accept it. You just have to like basically boot up Epic Game Store and look at it, and then it's like, oh, okay, now it's gonna work. So then I got an error on Prime telling me that this game was undeliverable, which apparently means that you don't have a a active Epic account. And I'm like, this is all the correct information. I only have one Epic account, but I don't know if this is what fixed it or not. But I unlinked my Epic account from Prime. I don't remember how I did that. I think in the Twitch settings. And then I linked it again. I was afraid to do that for a while, but I did it. I relinked it and everything else and yada yada yada, and it still didn't really work. But then, like a week after I did that, all of a sudden, I went to my Prime Gaming page to look for something else, and I looked at collections, and instead of saying undeliverable, it finally said, sent or whatever. So then I looked at Epic, and there it was. I'm like, okay, finally I have it. So I installed it today, set up my wheels, because I've been itching to set up my wheels to see if it would fit with this monitor setup, and the answer is barely. But anyway, I loaded up Farming Sim 19. Then instantly I was like, oh yeah, I gotta set up controls. I go into the key binding thing for Farming Sim 19, and I'm like, I don't remember what a goddamn thing is in Farming Sim. I haven't played a Farming Sim game in probably over a year. Maybe. That's something that I play pretty rarely. That's why I would never buy it. I bought 15 when it was on sale a while ago. And that's the only one that I've really played much of. So, so I figured, the only way I'm going to be able to figure out what my key bindings should be and stuff is if I go into 15, play that a bit, and remember, oh, this button does that, this button does that. So that's what I was doing today, on and off, and now I figure I might as well stream it. So I'll stream it all night, getting used to all my buttons where everything is, and then hopefully off stream I can go into 19 and go through the key binding list and go, okay, I need this there, that there. It's still going to be quite a lengthy, complicated, annoying process, but you only have to do it once, so I should be able to figure it out. Of course, 19 has a lot of other extra stuff that 15 doesn't have. And hopefully in 19, I'm going to be able to change my key bindings while I'm in game. In 15, you can't. You have to save the game, quit the game, and go to the main menu just to change a key binding. And then you have to go back in game and see if you like it. And then, oh, I need to change this. Quit the game, go back to the main menu. It's god awful. I don't know how they couldn't figure out, even in 2015, that you need to be able to just pull up the menu and change your key binding while in game. You can do that in Hard Truck too, for crying out loud. Well, no, you have to go to the main menu. But I mean, still, that's a game from 2000. Think of another rig and roll. You can do that in rig and roll. There you go. Anywho. So here's Farming Sim 15. What am I doing? I am cultivating the last bit of this field. I have a... This is not a new playthrough by any means. This is the only farm that I've really had much of any experience with in this game. I do have the American farm that I started up a while ago, but that is much less... That world is much less advanced. That save, I guess you would call it. I think that one's overall probably easier, but I don't really have a good idea of where things are in that map yet or anything, because I usually just always fall back to playing on this one. It's almost like my Minecraft, where I always just play the same world forever. So this is a cultivator and fertilizer combo. It fertilizes with liquid manure. How lovely. And this is the last of my liquid manure that I had stocked up. I didn't have much. It was just enough for this field. But this field is going to be corn, which you need to separately cultivate first. The other fields that I'm working, if it's canola, wheat, or barley, I think that's it, canola, wheat, or barley, then I have a seeder that also cultivates at the same time, so that's a lot nicer. But corn, you can't do that. But I do believe this field is done now. Oh, this hill is terrible. Yeah, it's done enough. I'm sure I missed some spots, like right. Oh, that spot is kind of bugging me. This part's rough on this field because if you come down the hill, the back end of the thing flies up so high you miss spots. But then if you want to come up the hill, it's super slow. There goes my chair. I really hate that. Did I get the spot? Damn it. Oh, hold on. I don't know if you hear it when it does that, but it always scares the crap out of me, and then I go flying back when that stupid pin pops out that holds the chair straight. That's where I'm just gonna I'm gonna buy a welder and learn how to weld, just to weld that stupid pin in place so it never pops out again. And no, I missed that spot. Oh, I hate this trailer. I hate this trailer so much because it's got the stupid steering axles that are supposed to make it easier. But it doesn't make it easier. A gripe I have about Farming Simulator 15, which I'm guessing they fixed in the newer versions of Farming Simulator, but the gas and brake pedals. First off, since they were trying to push their own Farming Simulator wheel with the game, they still do that, I think. Since they're trying to push that, the Farming Simulator wheel, the pedals are, if anybody knows anything about wheels and pedals, the pedals are in combined mode, which means it's one axis that both brake and gas pedal uses. Like the brake pedal moves the axis down and gas moves it up, or the other way around. I need to get some manure just for a thin little strip there to fertilize on that field. Sorry, I'm working a lot of fields at once because everything... Last time I played this, I harvested everything, and I didn't start replanting anything, so I'm trying to keep track of everything that I'm doing. But I'm just going to top off the manure on this thing before I put it away, so I'm not going to use this anymore. But yeah, work, zug, dabu, I guess. I guess that's kind of why I decided to stream this. I didn't want to stream something else and then forget what I was doing here, because it's easy to forget what you're doing. But yeah, apparently last time I played this, I harvested all of the fields. I have a lot of fields. I have tried to find mods or a way to make the AI traffic faster. and there was something that like modified a line in some text file, and even that didn't really help much. And when the civilian traffic in regular cars goes faster than you can go around in a tractor hauling a trailer, there's a problem. Can I fill this thing back up? No, I think I need to select it. There we go. Hello? All right, spot. Come on. I know there's some liquid manure in here, right? Or is it completely empty? I can't read that. I thought there's like 2,700 left. It's not much, but it's a little bit. There it goes. I don't know why it's so finicky, that button. Okay, that's it. Now it's completely empty. Good. Now we know. We have completely used up our liquid manure supply. I'm not going to be able to do that again for a while. The cows are fed, and they have straw. That's what collects the manure, so all good there. So much you can do in this game, and this is not even the newer games. It adds a lot more. Like 19, Farming Simulator 19 has a big cutscene, fancy cutscene. I feel like they spent most of their budget on the cutscene. Yeah, but the cutscene is like probably also what the demo video would have been they would have put out, promoting the game, which is a little funny. It's like you've seen the demo before you buy the game, most likely, and then when you get the game and start it up, it shows you the demo. I don't know. I guess it works as an intro to why to complain. But yeah, the cars are in this game, so this game has its flaws, but hey, I got it cheap a while ago on Steam, and I don't really usually play Farming Simulator enough to justify, every 2 years they come up with a new Farming Simulator game. I don't keep up with it like that, but now I have 19, which is only one step away from the newest, right? The newest is it's every 2 years, so 19, 20, 21. Yeah, the newest is still 21. I'm sure 23 is going to be coming out pretty soon, I would think. Or I think 22 is the newest one, actually. I think they wrote their pattern in it, and they went for an even number instead of an odd. I mean, that's probably my biggest gripe with Farming Simulators. They've got a plan for making money, basically, and they stick to it. And this whole thing where every 2 years they have to release an entirely different game that you gotta buy, and then all the DLCs that goes with it. It's like Train Simulator. It's kind of ridiculous. But hey, if you can get one that's a few years old and you don't care that it's a few years old, and it's cheap or free in the case of 19 for me because of Amazon Prime, then why not? This 15 with it, which this is, I think I didn't get the gold edition. I don't really remember what gold edition would even add compared to this, but I didn't get that. I just got the regular edition, and it was on some kind of Steam sale. It was probably no more than $15, I'm sure, when I bought it. It was a while ago too. It was when the game wasn't as old. I think it was cheaper then than it would be now to buy 15 for some wacky reason. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I didn't really check. Yeah, so giving away 19 for free was actually a really good deal, because I looked on like Epic Game Store and Steam for Farming Sim 19 if I didn't have the free giveaway thing, and I think it's still like $30 or $35, I think, full price. So I'm like, wow, that's actually a pretty good one. Usually when they're giving away something free, it's something that's old or not worth much anyway, but that was pretty good. I don't know if I'm ever going to play 19, because the biggest hurdle is going to be setting up the controls. It is a chore in these games because there's just so many buttons and commands to set keybinds for, and I hate this freaking trailer. Sorry. Oh, also, what I was trying to get to with the combined pedals things. First off, you have to set your pedals to combined pedals, which if you have any kind of decent wheel, they're usually set to separate. You know, you have to specifically change it to do combined. Combined is like the old-fashioned wheel, like the old wheel that I have part of on the right on my shifter. That would have been combined. Uh, but anyway, besides that, first, force feedback does not work in Farming Simulator at all. At least not Farming Simulator 15. I haven't really tried 19. Like I said, all I did was boot up the game, look at the controls, and go, oh god, I don't remember how to do this, and close the game. But with 15, there's no force feedback support because, again, they were pushing their Farming Simulator wheel, and the Farming Simulator wheel didn't have force feedback. So, you know, if we can't have it, nobody can, I guess, was their theory about that. So it's just kind of hilarious that I can boot up a game from the early 2000s and it takes control of the force feedback wheel and you know, uses those motors in the wheel, and Farming Simulator 15 does not. I don't know if there's a mod for that. I don't think so. I'm gonna park this tractor, and I gotta do more work in my scab. It's getting towards the end of the day too. So what's my next thing? Okay, I have to. My road Parker. So I have to get the manure wagon just for that little strip on that barley field, and I never go the right way. You done with this fertilizer? Oh, this fertilizer is going to be this for this field right in front of me. Is that... I had a hired driver doing that field. Is that field done now? That canola field right in front of me? That's this one. Yes, he's done. He did the whole field. Good. I thought he was going to run out of seed, but he didn't. Okay, cool. So that needs to be fertilized. Yep, this is done. Okay, this is empty, so that's got to go back and get refilled. For the next field, like I said, I harvest all of the fields, so it's just going to be one after another right now. But I'm not going to do this just yet. I'm going to grab that manure wagon before I forget about it. I always go the wrong way when I try to scroll through the different machines and stuff. Here we are. I found another song that YouTube doesn't like. I mean, it's never a song that that gives me a copyright strike or mute or even forces the video to be muted or anything or blocked. It's just a thing where it's like, oh, we've detected this song, and probably if I get monetization on YouTube, which who knows if that'll ever happen anyway, but if I do, I won't be able to monetize that video, probably. Oh, how did this get pushed over so far? Wait a minute. Is that the wrong end? Oh, I did it the other way out. Idiot. Okay. Yeah, there's that end. But the song was from Twisted Metal, which I was surprised. But the claim didn't say anything about Twisted Metal, so I had to actually search up the song on YouTube to figure out what the hell it was. It was called, what was it called? Twisted Metal, I think it's Neon City? But the name of the song, and I searched it up on YouTube, so it's a real claim and everything. Yeah, it's weird. But it's like a regular song, and it's a song by some band, and that YouTube video doesn't say anything about Twisted Metal for the song. I'm trying to remember what the name of the damn song is, and I can't remember, but it was Neon City on Twisted Metal. I remember that much. So that surprised me. I was like, it was a wacky one because I thought, oh man, did I not get all the wrestling songs out of there because they seem to get clipped more often than usual now. But nope, it was this. I can't remember what the name of the song was. It was weird because it was acting like it was a normal non-video game song. And I'm like, why would I just have a regular song? And then I looked it up on YouTube. It was actually the name of a Muse song, but it wasn't the Muse song that got copyrighted. Um, I was humming the song to myself too. But anyway, it's one of the Muse songs that the VTubers like to sing in their karaoke's and stuff. But it didn't get pinged for that. It got pinged for the song that it was. If that makes any sense. But yeah, that was a little strange. Not that big a deal. I really don't care that much because, like I said, I'm never going to get monetization on YouTube anyway. Yeah, manure. Take that. Who was it that ran into a manure truck? Biff? Biff from Back to the Future? Yeah, he ran into a manure truck at the end of one of the movies or something in 1955. I think. Okay, that's all I needed that for. Okay. This manure, it's such a narrow swath that you spread with it, and you go through it actually pretty quick. It's really just good for like touching up spots that you missed with something bigger that you fertilize with. That's usually what I use it for. Okay, so this I guess I'll park here to get ready to touch. Oh, there's a hill there. I wasn't looking there. You see. I'm not good at driving in third person. But I will park this over here somewhere, I guess. With my fertilizer tractor, yeah, there it is. Okay, so that field is seeded, fertilized. There's no field yet that's... Whoops, I hit the lights button. The lag lights. Yeah, there. There's no field yet that I have seeded that I did not fertilize. I'm doing a pretty good job in my head of keeping track of this so far. I'm just going to get out of the tractor right here. Because I need to drive this tractor back up to the farm because it's running out of seed anyway. Could hold control to run, but that's kind of awkward because I don't know if you saw the picture on my Discord of my computer's, my wheel set up with the keyboard on this shelf over the wheel, but it's pretty awkward to do pretty much anything with the keyboard. It's okay, but it's awkward. Crony's loading music, which I know is safe. Because she can use it. It's not something she commissioned, it's just royalty-free music. Why is that steering wheel way up high again? I feel like fixing it. There's a button you can press to like go into mouse mode, and then you can click on things. And since this is a modded tractor, there's a bunch of different little things you can click on. And one of the things is you can adjust the steering wheel so it comes down, so it's not way up there. But it's not that big of a deal. How's the audio, by the way? I should have asked that in the beginning. And how's the video looking? Do you like my fancy layout? I have a overlay. That was actually why I was a little late. I had to figure out a scene for Farming Simulator because I didn't have one. Where am I going? I passed it up. That's the spot right there. I can turn down the game if it's a little too loud. It's a tiny bit louder. It's not too bad. I don't know. It's on the wrong monitor. Really not used to driving in this game yet. Oh, another thing I have to complain about the pedals that I keep forgetting to complain about. I kind of was skirting around the issue without actually mentioning it. But besides them being combined mode, which actually isn't really that big of a problem, just the way it works, and once again, newer farming simulators is probably different. But in 15, when you're holding the brake pedal, it's brake / reverse, which is so old-fashioned nowadays, even for 2015. Once again, you have to go back to games from like the 2000s, early 2000s and late 90s to have that control scheme, or like racing games maybe, where holding the brake pedal just immediately goes into reverse. It's so annoying. And then when you're in reverse, in order to hit the brakes, you have to press the gas pedal. I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. But it's just the way it works in this game. There's probably a mod that fixes that, actually. I don't know about it. I didn't really do much research for Farming Sim, because once again, I don't play it that much, but that is really annoying. Okay, let me look at fields. Do I need this cultivator and seeder combo for anything else? When I started this a few hours ago, by the way, none of these fields were planted, so I'm actually getting pretty far. This is corn, right? I have to keep going back and forth. Yeah, those two are corns. This one is the one that I just cultivated for corn, I think. Or sugar beets. Actually, I should probably plant sugar beets there. I got the machines for it, why not? Have one little field for sugar beets. I don't want much sugar beets because I've got a lot of it built up, and corn you get a really big yield out of. But this one needs to be canola. This one still needs to be canola, so I still need the seeder. Okay, cool. Canola. Oh, it has such a hard time detecting my shifter here. I know there's nothing wrong with the shifter, too. That's my, my homemade shifter. I use that for changing for different things, for filling up the trailers and changing the seed type and whatnot. For some reason, it doesn't like it very much. But I know it works fine. Hell, I use it in American Truck Sim all the time. I shift with it. Doesn't make me keep hitting it over and over again. Oh, what time is it? It's getting late. Game. Now, if I wanted to be realistic, I would bring all the machines in about now, wash them all down, put them away for the night. I don't care that much. All I do when it gets dark, I don't like doing farming stuff in the dark and whatnot, because the headlights are very laggy in this game, and it's just who wants to work in the dark. So what I do is I speed up the time scale really high, just to get through the nighttime fast, and then I get in one of my fancy little cars, like either that I have a station wagon or a little pickup truck, and then I go and I'll get all my eggs from the chickens and go sell them off, which is worth like nothing, but it just gives me something to do while I'm waiting for the nighttime to pass. What else do I do in the dark? I think that's about it usually. Okay, there's 2 fields that I need to seed with this. I made it to this one first, but thankfully it's a pretty square field, so I'm going to let the AI hired worker do it. Because I've got that big canola field that just got seeded by this thing to fertilize. Well, yeah, I'm kind of a lone wolf in this game, so. By the way, this this game is technically multiplayer, so I guess if somebody else, once again, that I know, kind of like rules of Minecraft too, would have to be somebody that I would kind of know. Although, I don't know how much trolling really somebody can do in this game. But, if somebody wanted to join in, I could try it. I will say that I've never once done multiplayer in Farming Simulator. So, somebody else would have to probably walk me through how to do it. But I know it exists. I know the netcode sucks. Oh, I really screwed up that line, so let me do one more. I know the netcode really sucks. Whenever somebody joins in, the whole game freezes and it just says waiting for so-and-so to connect, which is hilarious, but I think even the newer Farming Simulator games still do that. I don't know that. Once again, I haven't watched anybody play Farming Simulator in a while. I haven't played it in a while, so I could be talking out my room. But I remember back when Squirrel used to stream it. I think it was every Thursday. It was like that. And, oh, now it's netcode. They had to set up a schedule. Like every half hour, people could join. They would swap out who's playing every half hour and all that jazz. It was kind of neat, but he gave up on Farming Simulator because I guess the gameplay gets a little stale, maybe. But I think the biggest reason was because of the whole, oh, we're gonna make a new game every 2 years nonsense. And he didn't like that. And I can't blame him. It was annoying. Okay, H. Okay, hire drivers doing it. I guess that hired driver is gonna work through the night, huh? Yeah, it's freaking 8 o'clock at night. Oops. What happens when you talk too much? You forget what you were just thinking. Okay. This field I gotta fertilize. And I've got a ton of cultivating to do for all these cornfields. Yeah, I've got too many fields for one person. Oh, what am I doing? This thing is really wide. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the fertilizer machine, but this thing opens up so wide, it's hilarious. It's really nice. You don't have to make as many passes, of course. Look how big this thing is. I think I didn't really know what else to do in this game, actually. But since I haven't played it in a while, I'm going to have fun doing everything anyway. But it does get a little tiring, I suppose. Okay, I have my cruise control set up. I don't know how much fertilizer I just wasted trying to find my cruise control button, but I do have one. Feeling the music's not loud enough, but man, I feel like if I turn it up, I'm gonna get blasted. Hold on. Oh, I don't have the window here. Yeah, that volume boost was just from going from 1 to 2 on the media player. Like I told you last stream, I was fiddling around with my audio settings trying to make my front audio jack work, so I had to kind of fix everything. And of course, the front audio jack still doesn't work. I know damn well there's nothing wrong with the audio jack, and I don't think there's anything wrong with the motherboard. It's only 2 years old. I never got it to work, so it's a software issue with Windows 10, I think. Drivers, I don't know. Realtek garbage. You know, with my older motherboards, that the onboard sound would die on. Well, I don't. Did it ever die on the one that's in Mom's computer now? I don't think it did. But my original motherboard, that one, the onboard sound died, so I had to have a sound card. But you know, you could just buy a sound card for like $20 and pop it in the PCI slot and set up the driver program with it and whatever. It worked fine. The sound works fine with this motherboard. Of course, it's only 2 years old, and it's pretty good. But I hate that the front port that I can't use the front jack, because then if I could use the front jack, I wouldn't have to wear my headphones backwards. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, the point I was going to make about that is if I wanted to add one of my little PCI sound cards, I have a couple of little ones that were like cheap, like $20 or even less. I can't with this motherboard because this motherboard is too modern and fancy to have a PCI slot. It only has PCIe, so I have an extra PCIe slot, which is a crazy idea to me because that's the slot that the video card in, or you can run 2 video cards. So I guess I would have to get a PCIe sound card, which seems like such a waste because sound cards are small things. They don't need to be a big giant thing like a video card. You know, I don't need like 26 channels of amazing Carnegie Hall quality sound. I just want the freaking front port to work. But you know, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I don't need a sound card anytime soon. The onboard sound works just fine. So it's good quality and everything. I just wish I could get the front jack to work. I thought maybe the actual front jack stopped working because, you know, the original front jack of my computer goes with my computer case, and that's like circa 2006, 2007, I think 2007, so it's pretty old. But I think there's nothing wrong with that jack, because that jack did work right up until I upgraded my computer and went to the newer motherboard. So for some reason, I know I plugged it into the right spot on the motherboard because it says J Audio 1. You know, I mean, AUD means audio. And I don't think there's any other audio ports, and it has the same kind of pins connector that needs to be, so I know I have it plugged into the right spot. And then recently I got that media share thing. Media desktop. I don't remember what they call it. It's that thing that I put in the bay, the card reader, but it also has an audio jack. I was like, oh, maybe I can make that audio jack work and not have to wear my headphones backwards, but oh, and I know the jack's got to be fine. It's brand new. I know I have it plugged into the right thing. It's just a software thing, I think. Although I say that the jack is brand new, so it's got to be fine. But I did notice that the plug that you jack in for the headphones is relatively loose fitting. I mean, it fits good enough, but it doesn't click in nice and tight like they usually do. It's cheaply made. And this thing was like $20, you know. But the card reader part definitely works fine, and the 2 USB ports, that's what I have the 2 wheels plugged into right now, so that works fine, and the 3.0 ports, which is cool. So it was well worth the $20 just for that. And it fills the empty spot in the front of my tower that I've had for 2 years. So also, I don't know who's here now, but I am starting to seriously look into buying 2 more sticks of RAM for my PC. Because this RAM, I mean, I don't really need it. I have 32 gigs now, and 2 more sticks would bump me up to 64. But I've got 2 empty slots, so it'd be 2 more 16 gigs sticks. Boy, I want to finish that off with the manure, so I can save a little bit of money on this fertilizer. Be 2 rows with the manure. It's a pretty big field. Nah, I don't think I will. This is a big field. I'm gonna be lazy and wasteful. But I've got 2 16 gig sticks now, but there's 2 more empty spots, and the 2 sticks that I have now, I found 2 more matching ones. Well, almost matching. I'll go into the details in a second. But I found 2 matching ones for like $54 on Amazon. And I'm pretty sure the 2 that I have that I bought when I rebuilt the computer, well, my sister really bought for me. I'm pretty sure they were like 100 or a little over 100. So it's come down a lot, because the technology always changes. There's always newer RAM. It's DDR4. The only issue, and this is a very small issue that I'm pretty sure doesn't matter, but the kit, they call it a 2-stick kit. The kit that's on Amazon that I want to buy for like $54, there's these numbers. It's the same DDR4 RAM and 3200 after that. That's the same. But then there's more numbers. Timing numbers, I think they're called. CL dash. Now, I have the package for the old one in front of me that's in there. The old one is CL 16, 18, 18, 38. This is like timing of the RAM. RAM was never this complicated back in my day. But anyway, the one that I have on Amazon for $50 is, I had to look at the package to remember, but the one that I have on Amazon for $20 is 18, 20, 20, 40. So +2 on each one of those numbers. And apparently with those specific timing numbers, the lower the number, the better. It's the faster. So apparently that RAM is like slightly slower than the 2 sticks that I have. But I looked up if you can mix it, and it should be just fine. It's just all 4 sticks will run at the slower speed, but it's very slightly slower. Like 2. It's like 20 instead of 18 or whatever. I think it should be just fine. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that next. I have a little bit of money to deposit in the bank that I got from my neighbor for doing a few things. And I figured, why not? I figure it can't hurt to have more RAM, first off. And second off, a lot of times I have a Minecraft server just running constantly for anybody to join, so that eats up some RAM. And things pile up. Derail Valley uses a lot of RAM, especially with the mods. Okay, well, so what is this? This is the fertilizer that I have now. It's getting low anyway, so I guess I'll bring it in. I think I'm gonna skip the song because it's loud. Kind of annoying. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna do it, because why not? I figure it's better to have more RAM, so I'll have 64 gigs instead of 32. Yeah. And maybe, like right now, the way it's running, if I'm like have a server running and play Derail Valley, or if I switch games a few times after like 2-3 days of my computer running constantly, which probably isn't the best idea, but my computer's always ever since I built my my computer in the beginning, it's pretty much always on. But after like 2-3 days, the whole everything on the computer just starts getting a little bit slower and slower. Like media player gets a little bit slower, and then I'll bring up like task manager and it just pops up as a white box for a little while and getting slower. So it's like okay, and then all I have to do is restart the computer and ta-da, everything's back to 100%, which tells me there's a memory leak, I think. And rather than attempt to figure out why there's a memory leak, because who knows, right? Oh, come on, fill the damn thing. I know I'm hitting the right button, and I know I'm sitting in the right spot. Yeah, it's empty. Come on. It does not like this button, I think. Or I'm not in the right spot, but I think I am. That's the fertilizer thing right there. Alright, what's the button besides the shifter button? Because this is pissing me off. Like I can see. Okay, it's not just me. You can't read the writing up there, top left on that white. Actually, oh, I wasn't in the right spot. That's stupidly finicky. R is the button, but now I should be able to do it with the shifter. Okay, it's just really finicky. Okay, and that was the front, and now it's mostly the back that I have to fill up. You can go away now. Also, that should be raised up. Better late than never, I suppose. Okay, this tractor, I guess I'll just leave right here for now. Starting to get low on fuel. I should really start getting a cultivator running, I suppose. What's this, a windrower? That's to go with mowing. I'm not going to be able to do that for a while. I've just got too much other stuff piled up. What is this? Oh, that's the harvester for the sugar beets. You are still here. It's fine for now. I want to get a cultivator going. This tractor I don't think is quite powerful enough for a cultivator. Are you done? You are done. Oh hey, good. You finished this whole field. It is a relatively small field. Good. So this field needs to be fertilized. Boy, no rest for the wicked. Okay, fertilizer goes here next. And there's one more field that needs this canola. What was the field? I was gonna go do that one, but I ended up driving. It's the one next to the sugar beet. Right, 38. Okay. I'll drive there, and then pretty soon I'll just give up on the rest of this day and speed up time and make my egg run. I have over $1 million. Maybe I should buy more cattle, I'm thinking. I've used up all of my manure. Manure is like a free byproduct of the cattle. The cattle are there for two things. You automatically sell all of the milk they produce during the day overnight. Kind of wish I had to manually do that, but whatever. You automatically do that. And then you get the solid and liquid manure. That's a free byproduct that you can fertilize your fields with instead of fertilizer. Which honestly, I mean, it's nice to have, but the equipment to spread all this manure costs a lot of money. So I don't think I've really broken even on that versus how much I'm saving by not using the other fertilizer that I've been using today anyway. So I'm out of manure. And it takes a lot of manure to do a field too, so I'm not sure if it was the right idea to invest in that equipment, but I did. So now I should probably buy more cattle. This farm is a wacky layout. You have to do like the same thing all the time. It's gonna be that field. This one I won't start the higher driver on because it was getting pretty late in the day. Glad I did it with the other field though, because he finished that field pretty quick. Okay, this one's cultivated and ready for... I think I will replant sugar beets there. Because I don't want it all to be corn, I guess. Okay, and this is going to be getting ready for this field. I have too many fields for a single player, I guess, but hey, it keeps him busy. Yawning in there. I had a doctor's appointment today and stuff. It was good news. My A1C came down a lot. It's good. No. This is what I might use to get the eggs, either this or the truck. You. Okay. Cultivator. Need to start getting to work on cultivating. Let's see. This machine is the seeder for corn. Does that seed for sugar beets too, or is there another one? But anyway, in order to seed for corn or sugar beets, you need to cultivate first, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, whatever. So the cultivator, I do have a nice big cultivator. I was just using that other one because I was using up the, the liquid manure, but the big cultivator, yeah, it's in here. One thing, this is probably just me with Farming Sim, but I try my best, usually, to do things in first person because I really hate driving in third person with a wheel. Like, if I was driving with, keyboard controls, I wouldn't mind it so much. But when I'm using the wheel, I really want to be a first person, usually. It's just a little weird driving with a wheel in third person. Sometimes in this game, though, it can't be helped. Okay, I gotta wait on the front, right? Nice, yeah, this is a nice big cultivator. Which is good, because the fields that are gonna be corn are freaking huge. Now here's the thing with corn. Corn is really worth a lot if you get the machine that chops it up into chaff, I think it's called. Which makes silage basically at the end of the day. It's like filling up the silos and then driving over it and turning it into silage. That's like a big money maker. Silage is worth a lot. I don't have the shaft machine, so I actually still just harvest the corn as corn, which is not worth nearly as much money that way, but you do get a ton of corn. So it adds up in volume, I think. But yeah, it would be worth more as silage. Okay, so corn. Corn is going to be this big field. These two fields that I combined into one big field. Okay. I'm okay with the volume being up by one, but when it gets to a loud song, I'm just gonna skip it. It's too loud. So these two fields, this big field, corn, this big field, that's two that I put together. That's all corn. Those are big freaking fields. The good news is this one is the rectangle field, so I can let I can hire an AI driver to do that one. But these ones, especially this one, I can't hire an AI driver for because it's all curved on one side and it's two fields put together. The AI has issues with that. This one's not quite a straight line either. This is a huge field. Do I own any? Do I own this field? I don't think I do. No, the number would be green if I owned it. Oh, okay, good. I don't want to own any more fields than I have. It's already too much. When they all get harvested and then I have to seed them all at once, this is a lot of work. That's the whole point of the game, though, isn't it? Alright, so this either needs to go to this field, or this field. Okay, we'll go here first and have a hired AI do it. I'll just park it there for tomorrow, in game tomorrow, because yeah, now it's 1,800 hours. It's still light at 1,800 hours. I'm not good in military time, but that sounds pretty late for it to still be light. I guess it's midsummer, longest days of the year. Why am I yawning? I slept until 2 o'clock, although it's kind of on and off. I didn't sleep solid. I woke up at like 8 something, and then I woke up at, I don't know, somewhere's around there. A phone appointment that I was worried about that didn't happen anyway, because apparently the doctor's sick. This is hilarious. Okay, this field. I don't know why we're packing the first person or third person to unfold this thing and land it up anyway. But unfold. This is a big one, but these are really big fields. What's that? That's one of the funnest parts, I think, of farming simulators. Just all this crazy equipment that you can fold and unfold and work with. It's kind of neat. Nothing ever breaks down, of course. Where's the farm equipment mechanics simulator game? Probably is one. Okay, that is all ready for a hired driver to do tomorrow in game. Well, I think we have something to fertilize now. Besides, okay, let me just move you. You are gonna do that tomorrow. This. Let me just move this to where it needs to fertilize, and then I'll speed through the night. Let me get some fuel, actually. I do believe I have a fuel wagon right over here. Wagon, what am I, British? Fuel tank right over here that's pretty full. Eventually I have to run it down to the gas station and fill it back up, but I think it's probably pretty full right now. Well, man, that's finicky. There we go. Am I freaking yawning? So this is going where? This way. Right. It's tough to keep track of all these fields. This is going to that little square field on the hill that the AI just seeded for me. Go down. Instead of having to loop around through this little farm or base or whatever it's called, take this little road. Is that Jaws? Why was Jaws music playing, chat? More importantly, they demonetized or whatever. Not that I really care that much, but yeah. I think I just knocked off Jaws music and it was fine. Definitely wasn't the whole Jaws song. Yeah. Now. First small vehicle I run into. Here we are. Alright, now what button freaking skips forward time? I don't remember. Hold on. First off, though, it was time for a bear meeting. Thought I got all the bear meetings out of the way before I started the stream. But I did have a pretty good dinner, so yeah. Bear meeting time. I'll be right back. Red Bear knows how to stream. There we go. Stream is not starting. Stream is BRB. There. I will BRB. Where's the mic? Why does it look like the mic is the music? OBS. I'm trying to rearrange things in OBS, and you make one wrong click, and instead of just changing the size of it, it pops out, and now I'm just trying to redock it, and it's like, nope. Nope, you don't get to do that. Fine, close it. I want to close it. This is sources. It's actually pretty important. Okay, I don't want to put it there. I want to put it there. Thank you. Kind of wish I like the way OBS is with all these different docks that you can add and take away and stuff. I kind of wish there was like just a button to lock it so that you can't drag it off. I mean, maybe there is. I just didn't. Docks. I mean, there's a. Oh, there is. Lock docks. It's right there. Okay, I can't say crap. Now I can't drag it off. Now, can I. I can still slide it. Okay, good. Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello. Okay. Okay, so now we're waiting through the night. What's the magic number to skip forward the time? I don't freaking remember. It's not the D-pad on... No, it's not that. That's... I think it's the app keys still. It's not gonna be there. F6, F7, let's try that. Let's say first. Hi there, Vern. Is the music too loud, by the way? It's starting to sound a bit loud to me, but if it's not too loud for you, then I can deal with it. All of the freaking F keys. Oh, I think it's 67. Aha. There it is. 7 and 8. Okay, speed up time. Put your headlights on. We're gonna go get our eggs and drive up to the egg place, because why not? Now things are lagging down because I turned the headlights on. Come on, I have 32 gigs of freaking RAM. Decent video card. Can you really not handle my headlights being on? I don't even think I have the video settings cranked way up, I don't think. I don't remember actually what I have them set at, but I don't think they're cranked crazy high. Okay. Like my old Chevy. Drove my Chevy to the levee and all that. What's the water? Yeah, oh, for some reason you have to kind of parkour a little bit to get into the chicken coop. I guess the idea of a gate was kind of foreign. Let's see. And I just found the jump button. There we go. Alright, here's the chicken coop. There is a flashlight. There we go. Get all the eggs. Walk around and get all the eggs. The eggs aren't like in the chicken, the actual chicken coop, which is where you would expect the eggs to be, you know, in the nest. No, they're just loose all over this whole pension area. Like, see, isn't that a chicken coop? Shouldn't I be going inside a chicken coop to get the eggs? I don't know. Or in here, this building. No, they're just loose all over the floor. That's the chicken coop. You just climb all over the chicken coop. You can't go in it. Actually, it kind of looks more like a chicken playpen than a coop. Alright, you guys have better eyes than me. You see any eggs that I'm missing? This is always kind of silly, but it's something to do while you have the time sped up to get through the night, I guess. There's only 3 kinds of animals in this game. There's chickens, cows, and sheep. The sheep, all you do is you feed up the feeding trough, and then when there's enough wool piled up, you pick it up with the. You use something with a forklift to pick it up, put it in the back of a truck or something, and sell it. The chickens you don't even feed. You just get the eggs. Sell them. Okay. I do believe that's all of them. I guess I can kind of get out. How do the chickens not get out here? Where's my truck? Truck? There it is. Guess we could check on the sheep pen. This truck is way too fast for its own good. It's very good at just spinning around in circles. Really, the dashboard doesn't light up. This is a modded truck. What's it? I remember the dashboard lighting up on this thing. Whatever. Also, every vehicle in this game just has one gear. Like, you can hear this truck, it's just revving up higher and higher. It'll do like 60, I think. But there's no gears. It's kind of silly. I think there's probably a mod for that, too. Let's see if I remember where the house to sell the eggs saw is. It's this general direction. Somewhere near that lighthouse, I think, ish. Actually, it's not near. Let's see. Yeah, forward. Curve here. Oh, is it getting light already? Okay, I sped through the nighttime too well, I guess. Oh, I see. The dashboard lights up when it's not dark out. Okay, what was the button? 7? I want to go back to 1-to-1 time. Slow time. Don't want to waste any daylight hours. I think it's right here, actually. What button gets rid of those boards? I don't need them right now. It's like a regular old house with a little driveway that you pull into. No. There it is. It is right here. You don't even have to get out of the car if I remember correctly. You just... Or do you? I don't remember. Eggs? No, I do have to get out. I made $300. Woohoo. It's just something to do. Yeah. Let's go check on the sheep while we're here in the general vicinity. Sheep are just further up here. for a job right now. Not until I get all my fields done. Are they up here? Yeah, it's up here. I'm purposely not giving it a lot of gas. I don't really want to speed up at all. Oh, that's pretty good. I think there could be like one more bale on there, but that's not too bad. And they still have food. Sheep you can feed just plain grass. You don't have to give them silage. They output just as good. Okay, so we need a telehandler. Now, do I want to just drive the telehandler up there? Oh, it's got a baling fork on the front. That's no good. I could drive the telehandler up there. The thing is, the telehandler's not all that fast, so it's a little annoying to drive the telehandler up there. I'll drag it. I'll just give myself an excuse to drive the nice big truck. So we'll get rid of the baling fork. Oh, why the baling fork? I guess I was baling. So since I have this thing with the pallet fork out, after I do the after I load up the wool on the pickup truck, sorry, I have to concentrate. After I load up the wool on the pickup truck, I can take this around to the job posts and see if there's any little goofy quests to do. Because this game has quests. It's usually like either mow a lawn somewhere. Oh, I got it. It's either mow the lawn somewhere or move some pallet from one place to another. And it gives you a little bit of money. It's not much. It's probably not worth it to do, but it's kind of fun to do anyway, so might as well since I have it loaded up on the trailer anyway. Okay. Feel like flipping around through all the vehicles again. I'm just gonna walk over to the truck. Run. I do have a run button. It's just a little annoying to press. Control key. But the truck's right here. This is an auto truck too. The mirrors in this game, by the way, are pretty much completely useless. Because if you're looking in the mirror, you can't really... They're not angled in far enough to really get an idea of what you're looking at. And you can never, as far as I can tell, you can never ever adjust the mirrors. Which is really silly. Here's this mirror that you can use, but you can't adjust it. Just, that's the angle it is, and if you don't like it, tough. So I end up in third person a lot. That's why people play this so much in third person, because you can't see otherwise. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the back window is useless. I mean, I'll try, but by the time I see that trailer, I'm gonna be way too far over. No, I can't see. Oh, I see. Why did I park it there? That's kind of stupid. I don't know why past Red Bear parked it here where you got such a tight squeeze with the power washer. There we go. Now I need to raise the freaking ramps back there. What raises the ramps? I gotta check. Pad enter? No, that's the Jake brake. Oh, right. It's gonna be like the bulge button. This button? There we go. Duh. Okay. Now, if I drive too crazy, I can throw that telehandler off the deck because nobody knows how to tie anything down, I guess. There are some trailers, I think they're mostly the modded trailers, like that big long flatbed that this truck was hooked up to, that have an option to lock the load down so that it gets tied down. Unfortunately, it doesn't put like actual straps on the load when you lock it down, so it's a little silly, but although when you fill it with a crop, this is not the way out. When you fill it with a crop, then you get all these square, bins, kind of like pallets that it fills up, and then those are tied down with straps. So that's the. This is a nice truck, by the way. I like it a lot. There's a Jake brake. Not a bad one, too. Use the D-pad to move the camera around, and it's not too great. Oh, god damn it. I just barely touched the built-in shifter that's on the wheel, and I have that key bound to flip between the different vehicles. Was barely touched it trying to reach for the numpad enter for the Jake brake, so yeah, just flipped to a tractor and then back to this, which was just instantly stopped, of course. It's hilarious. I keep turning the camera left like I'm going to be able to see something, and I never am going to be able to see. I missed it. How I missed it, but I missed it. I think. Oh no, it just came around from the other end. Okay. See it? Oh. I need to lower the ramps back down. Got. Wish you could choose whether or not to start the engine. Look at that mirror. Completely useless. Now to move the whole arm in and out like that I don't have key bound. I don't think. No, I don't have that key bound to a button on my extra wheel or anything, so that I still have to use a mouse for. A joystick would be very useful in this game. Just for that kind of stuff. But I don't have one. So I make do. Now let me guess, I parked this trailer in the way of everything. It's a beautiful. job day. Where is that signpost for the job? Is that like really close? Guess. No, it's this little skinny road. Don't mind me. Just trying to drive down a little skinny road with a big 18-wheeler. Yes, yes it is. Okay. I'll just park this here then. I'm sure no one will mind. We'll park here. And yeah, nobody will mind. The ramps back down. Now I'll be lazy and look around. Yeah. Let's see if I can do this in first person. I'm not very good at lining up these forks. And as you can see, the view isn't that great. I do a lot of moving bales around in first person. Sometimes. Yeah, I can't see. Did I get it? No. Did nothing. I can't see. Oh, can't see. Oh, great. Now we're jammed up. Okay, I gotta go in the outside view. I can't see. Can't see the forks. Can't really do it without being able to see them. Yeah. I know, the fence is stronger than the telehandler, I know. Of course it is. Okay, at least drop it into the truck first. By the way, you can load this truck up with like grass and silage and stuff. So it's just enough to like feed these sheep something small. Sorry, Chevy. Right. Now the Chevy has a way to strap down the load. But that can wait. Now we're gonna go see if there's any jobs to do. Right. Where did I go with the big truck? A second ago. This way? I know where I'm going. Yeah. I'm gonna park this because either there's gonna be a job for it or there's not. Parking this very fast, which is probably a bad idea. Yeah, we didn't fall off yet, so. So, we on? Look at that. I know what I'm doing. I will check the jobs. I think This button? Yes. Just mow the lawn. South lawn. And get the lawnmower. Oh, Jesus. I thought that was in better than that. Settle in. Come on. And check it out afterwards. Camera does not want to zoom out, by the way. Zoom out. Come on. Sometimes you can kind of wiggle it around a little bit. Can't see. Come on, fall in. I'm trying to get it to fall in. Oh, hold on. What about the boards on the side of the truck? Will that snap it in? Hey, come on. Ha ha ha. It did it. That worked. Okay, how do I strap it down? Load lock, Alt and Num Plus. Well, that made a bling noise. Did it lock the load? I guess. Okay. Okay. What was I doing right? I was gonna go get the mower. Well, there's no real rush on that, so I guess we'll deliver this first. Now, I don't have to be able to take it back out of the truck, thankfully, to deliver it. I just need to drive over this right spot, I do believe. Pretty sure. I totally remember where the place is to drive this to, by the way. Oh, this already doesn't look right. I think this road just making a turn. It's a little silly. But is it gonna rain or something? Why is it dark? Oh, it is very early morning. It's only 6 a.m. The turn. Hey, hey, I'm waiting for traffic. Oops. It's gonna freaking rain. Damn it. Can't. I don't know what I can do in the rain. Well, I think I can seed in the rain. I just can't harvest. I don't have anything I need to harvest anyway. I think this is the road that the sheep place is on. Yeah, it's near where I'm parked. Yeah. I know where I'm going. I'm purposely not flooring it because it's just very easy to spin this truck around. Oh, and here it is. And it's just louder. And there's no gears for some reason. I do believe that square is where I need to park. I'm pretty sure I don't have to try to unload it. Might have to just unlock the boat. That mirror is somewhat useful. Somewhat. Ding! There it is. Hey, that was $3,400. Hey, that's not bad. I think. A lot better than the eggs. I mean, the chickens cost almost nothing to buy, so that's why the eggs are worth pretty much nothing. Okay, did I want to do anything else with the truck? Don't think so. Oh, because the let's back up. The sheep don't need food. And we just delivered the wool with it. I don't think there's much of anything else I do with this truck, unfortunately. Bit of a waste of money, actually, but whatever. It's nice to have some fun. Like 10 o'clock when I feel like it's hot there. Why am I yawning? I slept, damn it. Did have a bit of a long day. Well, not long a day. I had a doctor's appointment. Regular general doctor stuff. With all the sugar stuff, last week I had my blood work. This week was, today was the doctor's appointment. I'm diabetic, and my A1C, for anybody that happens to be diabetic or close to diabetic and knows about that A1C number, my A1C is down to 6.1, which is, for a diabetic, that's really good. If you're not diabetic, then you want to try, when you start getting up into the sixes, you start getting worried because that's when you could become diabetic. I'm talking about type 2. But mine, ever since I was diagnosed with diabetes, and hell, I had a seizure here. Too bad it wasn't on stream. I had a seizure here like, oh god, 3-4 years ago. They tried to say that the seizure wasn't from the sugar, but why else would I have had a seizure? Never had another one. No. Let's see if this is still for lawn mowing. But it's never been as low as 6.1. So yeah. That's Ozempic. Now there's no missions. Where'd the lawn mowing mission go? You would think if one mission disappears, another one. I'm gonna try another. I don't know if these boards all have the same missions, so if there's no mission on one board, then there's none on any of them. I'm not sure if it works like that, so there's another board somewhere close. Not really. There's one over there by the lumberyard. Yeah, before I bring it in, we'll look at one more. By the time we drive over there, maybe we'll change. Let's see, so... I need to try to do some daytime streams, but lately I've been pretty busy. Either that or I've been awake. But I do sometimes think of the couple of people that watch me from like Europe or whatever that want to see me during the day because for them it's night. And yeah. That's the lumber yard. Is it? No, I think I went the wrong way. I don't know this area of the map too well. Oh, I see. Yeah, I went way too far north. I'll go this way then. What could possibly go wrong? Except I can't freaking see. There's the lumberyard. That's the lumber mill, more specifically. Never actually see a train go by here, fortunately. The newer games have actually... Wait a minute, was this just a freaking dead end? Yeah. Game Y. Yes. You have this nice dirt road with a ramp with a crossing boards to get over the rails. And then it's just a dead end. Dead end with some logs all over the place. That's good job, farmers. Okay, maybe I can go this way. No, not really. Oh, this is the place to drop off. Or you can drop off the logs. There's a train here, right? Oh, I think you can send off the train. Right, okay. But I think you make... I don't remember because I don't really ever do logging. But I think you make more money dropping the logs off into the lake, to that water there, for the lumber mill to pick up than you do putting them on the train, I think. I don't remember now. Like I said, I don't really do lumber. It's a lot of work. And it can get laggy, the lumber stuff. If you cut down a tree and you leave a branch on the ground, every branch that you leave on the ground is like a separate entity. So if you leave too much on the ground, like logs and branches and stuff that don't get destroyed, then it starts lagging the game down cumulatively a little bit at a time. It's not nice. Where's this stupid job board? Behind me to the right. Up there. Yeah, I remember it's in a wacky place. There, right? That's just a house. There it is. Okay. No, that's a phone. Phone is like just help or something. So I thought it was taking a shortcut, but it was not, in fact, a shortcut. Nice. Once I find it, then I'll understand what I was supposed to do. But like I said, I haven't played this game in a while, and I haven't driven up here in a while, so I'm sure by now there's going to be a new job. I figured this out. Is that it? That must be it. Is it in here? Wacky spot. Like this. Is that it? What? There was a correct way to do this, and clearly I didn't do the correct way. Where does that road go? These missions are kind of timed. The faster you do it, they don't expire, but the faster you do it. I see. I was supposed to go up this way from that log camp. And there's a road here. Can't really see these roads on the map, you see. There we go. I got a crate of pineapples to deliver somewhere. Oh god, all the way over there. Oh, got no chance of getting any kind of time bonus on this one. It blinks where the crate is, and then once you pick up the crate, it'll tell you where to take it to. But it's way over there. Where's the correct way to go here? What is this? Where's the road? Oh. Let's see. I think the best bet is to go out the same way I came in. This seems silly. Whatever. Getting back to the main road and then I'm making a right. All the way across. Yeah, there's no way we're getting any kind of bonus for this. Try to speed a little bit more, but not a great idea. I did not reinstall Hard Drive 2 yet, by the way. I was going to do that, but then I got, well, I was busy today, but when I was on the computer, I got caught up in playing Farm Sim instead. So I figured since I'm playing it, I might as well stream it. Hey! Hey! I had the right of way there, buddy boy. Yeah, the AI cars are indestructible. I just saw it. I just hit them doing like 50 probably. Okay, telehandler's still on there. I better fix it. Like I said, nobody knows how to strap anything down in this. Really long way. I'm confused. Where am I going? How did I end up at the sheep? Hmm? I was going due east. How did I end up here? I don't know. A compass, maybe. Okay, we'll go down this way. Screw it. I was gonna just go east all the way across and then down, but that didn't really work. What the hell? Well, I had to stop and turn left on some goofy little side street in order to go south. Is that what happened? I think I ran somebody over. I don't care. Extreme violence. It's like the doggos. Here. This dinky little... Well, it's not that dinky, but still. There was a better path to take, but I did not see it. Oh. That was my fault. I did not stop and look for once. You are just going to keep driving forward. Okay. This has been a disaster. Not worth the fuel, probably, but whatever. It's something different than just working the fields, I guess. But I do have to get back to work on the fields. At least start up my hired drivers. Jeez. Let me do this first, though. Alright. Apparently this is where the pallet is to pick up. Right behind this building? Oh, right here. Okay. That's gonna be fun to back out of. Oh, I forgot to let the ramps down. I could drive sideways off the truck, but then I still have to get back on it. You could kind of use your forks to get back on it, but that's a lot more annoying than just actually going up the ramp. Okay, I guess we're driving off this way because you're falling off anyway. Joke. Went around the wrong way, you see. No. Good enough. There we go. Let's see. Sketchy, but I think we got it. Okay, where are we going? Why I'm in a rush anymore? There's no way I'm getting any kind of bonus. Just down this road? Okay. I love how useless this back window is because of the way the camera angles are. Driving here. Did I do that? Oh, stop ramming me. Now nobody's moving. Is that any better? Oh yeah, good job, you two. I really hate the AI in this game. Sometimes I do. There is a command to just get rid of the AI, but I don't know. It would be so much more boring without it. But then there's this situation that we have here. Yeah, thank you. Is this hill that bad? Okay, now the delivery is right here. Really? They needed somebody to hurry up and drive a truck over here to get like 5 minutes down the road with this little pallet with a cooler on it. Some people. Now, if I remember correctly, yeah, I should have turned it. It's in here somewhere. If I remember correctly, I can't just drive the trailer over the spot. I need to unload it with the pallet fork. Right. Oh, good, dead end. My favorite. No, I forgot to take the feet down again. Ramps. Cars there. Sorry, people, I can't see, you see. There's an arm in front of me. There it is. Somewhere down there it says how much I made, but I couldn't freaking read it. It's too damn. The text is tiny and like not even close to bold. Oh, I didn't let the ramps come down all the way. Oops. I'll show you how to do this without ramps. But the text is really tiny, you know, not bold, and then there's white background. So yeah, I couldn't tell you what that said. Who needs ramps? We should stop messing around. I guess I get to show that off a little bit. Let's get out here. I get out of here? Same way I got in. Oh, I see it. 90 degree. Okay. Useless. Well, for not being able to see, I think I'm doing okay. Do I want to look at that job board that's up on top of the mountain? No, I've been wasting enough time. this thing home, and then we'll get some more real work done. Go in this entrance and then immediately regret it. You know what? We'll just leave it parked this way. It's fine. Okay, let's get some work done. This thing needs to do what? Needs to... This is done. That's the canola field right in front of me that I did. So there's no more wheat, barley, or canola to grow, right? To plant. I got this wheat in. I got this canola in. I got this canola in. These two barley. This canola. Yeah. Okay, this thing is done. I'd leave the stage here if it was done. This is done. It's all the cultivating that needs to be done right now. Where am I? I know where I'm going. Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Now this is probably my best tractor. It's a little bit more powerful than the other vanilla tractors. So I think I'm going to go run the cultivator with this thing. It's a little faster, a little more powerful. So wherever I park the cultivator, I'll switch tractors. I guess the cedar is done for now. I guess we'll wash the cedar then. I'm not going to bother washing the tractor. What's the point? But the cedar I'm done with for a while. I don't really know what the point of washing anything is in this game, but you know, it's a thing you can do. Let's see if I remember how to do it. Oh. Okay, the answer is not chainsaw. There it is. Now, technically, because this is a simple game, you can just stand in one place and just spray water on one part of this thing, and the entire thing will be clean. Like you can see, I'm cleaning along what I'm putting it. I don't like to do that. It's cheap. It's lazy. I like to at least pretend that I'm washing everything. Even though, yeah, it looks like it's already pretty much completely clean. It's so silly. Because that's one thing I remember Squirrel doing. So he would just stand in one spot and spray the water just like this, going, yeah, look, it's working. Like, yeah, okay, it does, but you're just taking advantage of a game mechanic. Which, I mean, yeah, fair enough. Okay, that's clean. Like, look, even these little wheels are clean, and I never got anywhere near those. That's one thing Squirrel's good at, though. He does like to find little things like that that you can take advantage of. You know, it's a game design thing. I mean, he's not wrong. And, like, when it comes time to harvest the fields, the people driving the whatever hoppers that you're collecting the crop in, you can drive right through the crop that hasn't been harvested yet, and you don't damage it at all. In the newer farming sim games, I think you do, but I know in this one you don't. Probably the next one too. That was one thing that used to drive me nuts watching them play this. Is yeah, the pipe on the that was something that I drove over. But the pipe on the whatchamacallit, on the output pipe from the combine harvester. It only sticks out on the left. So really, when you're harvesting, you need to always harvest so that you have empty field that doesn't need to be harvested yet on your left, so that the hoppers can drive along there, the truck, whatever. Actually, I'm gonna grab this seeder. I'm still gonna switch this tractor to, but I'll grab the other tractor for the seeder. I think I only have one of these tractors. This is a really nice tractor. Okay, that's corn. That's sugar beet. Corn, sugar beet, I think. Okay, so if I wanted potatoes, that'd be a different machine. Interesting. Yes, corn or sugar beet. Okay, that works because those are the two crops that I have. This is going to be corn. This giant pile here, that's my sugar beet storage. Until I'm only going to have one small field of sugar beets. I mean, the corn is, I'm sure the corn is piling up something fierce too. Harvesting sugar beets is a pain, though. The machine is pretty narrow for harvesting. And they're not really worth that much. But like all of the crops in this game, the trick is to always store them all. Store all of your harvests in the silos and whatnot. And then when something goes on high demand, that's when you sell it off. That's always the strat. Okay, I think I'm gonna park this thing here. Actually, there is another field that's already cultivated. That's the one that, okay, this thing's gonna be on sugar beet first. I'm trying to optimize my time to the best of my abilities here. But this needs to be cultivated. Okay. I mean, these tractors ain't bad too. Are these the default Dutes Bar tractors that you get in the beginning? They're Dutes Bar, but I think they're bigger ones. I think they're fancier ones, actually. Well, I don't know if this one is any better anymore. Whatever. Already committed to doing this. Sure. Well, there's other fields that I'm going to have to cultivate anyway, so this one I'm going to set a AI to do it. I can afford it. Okay. No. Sorry. I didn't want to have to use the switch machines button since the tractor I want is literally right here. Okay. I have a little bit of a soft spot for the default Dutes Bar brand stuff because what needs to be fertilized? Canola. Anyway, I have it soft spot for the Dutes Far stuff because my riding mower that I still use is the one my grandfather bought for another house that we don't have anymore. But it's a nice, it's a field mower. It's not super big actually. I think it's only a 42-inch deck, which is good because now I use it at this house and we really don't need anything that big here. And that is a Dutes Alice, which is the smaller civilian size brand name for the Dutes stuff. And they don't make, I don't think Dutes Alice has made stuff for America in a long time. And I don't even know if Dutes Alice still exists, actually. It might all be just Dutes Far now. But it's Dutch. And it's very, compared to other riding mowers and stuff, it's a very well built machine. It's overbuilt almost. And he bought this Dutes Alice riding mower in 1988. And I still use it once a week, probably. Well, once a week, once every other week, depending on how fast the grass is growing. The last time I used it was yesterday. And I wanted to use it a couple days before that, before it rained. We've been having so much rain lately. It's been like springtime. It's been annoying. Okay, so this field is cultivated. I should be able to just seed it now. I think. I'm gonna hire somebody to do this too. That's sugar beets. Okay. H. Now we'll skip. Lawn mowing stuff. I'm still not ready to lawn mow. I need to fertilize now. Where's my fertilizer? Always flipping around. There it is. Is this the field he needs to fertilize still? Hi there, Richard. Thanks for the follow. 210303. I guess this is the field I still need to fertilize. I'm doing too much at once. Yeah, I guess so. That's why I left this guy parked here. Is there anything else I need to fertilize after this? Shoot. The other big canola field? I'm gonna end up missing one, but I mean, I have over $1 million. That's what it is. Oh yeah, this thing gets really big, doesn't it? I shouldn't have wasted all that time putzing around with the forklift because now this is starting to grow, which just makes you're not going to damage the crops, but it just makes it a little harder to see. Hi there, Richard. Yeah, this is fun. I'm playing this to try to get back into Farming Simulator. I haven't played it in a while, and I got Farming Sim 2019 for free very recently because Amazon Prime was giving it away. I have a feeling the giveaway is over now. I actually don't know for sure. That's not more field over there, right? No. It almost looked like it. But I was gonna play 2019, but I got into 2019, and since I hadn't played any Farming Simulator in a long time, I looked at the controls to try to set everything up, and I was like, oh lord, I don't remember what any of this stuff is, what controls I have to set for what. So now I'm playing 2015, and I'm trying to remember how everything is set up in this game so that I can go into 2019 and set everything up the same way. I can't see where I left off with this fertilizer. Oh, there it is. This thing's so wide. I really hate fertilizing once everything starts growing because you can't see too good. But really, I don't have a problem with still playing 2015. I would have never bought 19 because I play some Sims a lot. Farming Sim, I kind of have to be in the right mood for, and I'll play it a lot for a little while, then I won't play it at all for a long while. But I got my wheels set up, so I wanted to try something else besides trucking. See how much I get into it. I might not even get into 19, I don't know. Change is hard. This is a nice, calming, kind of head empty kind of game that you can play. Although right now I'm trying to keep track of a lot because the last time I played this, I harvested all of my fields and I didn't replant anything yet. So now I'm trying to keep track of what's going on all of them. No. Where's my button? There. I was looking for my cruise button, wasting fertilizer. As you do. I think I'm covering it. And there's a strip down the side. I might do that with the manure. Yeah, I think it's parked somewhat close by. Actually, it's not, but I could run it over here. Be cheap, super cheap, and use... You know what? No. I'm lazy. Fine line between being lazy and trying to save a few bucks. I could get the manure wagon to do this last strip that's too narrow for this big thing, but I'm lazy. So there you go. I guess if I didn't have so much... I hit the cruise control button. I guess if I didn't have so much to do at once, I would probably do it. Because I'm letting a hired driver do cultivating a big field for me, and then another one seeding the field. But the next fields I'm going to have to cultivate and seed are not nice, perfect rectangles. So I'm going to have to do it. Ah, okay. It is a bit annoying with this game how every 2 years they come out with another one. I'll say that. It's a little bit much. But they do add new features, like the 2019, I know the new one thing with that, I think it's the horses. I saw the little cutscene when I started it up and it's showing the horses running all over the place. I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing. I've seen some streamers play it. Other streamers. Okay, what else needs to be... Does the other... whatchamacallit field, canola field, the big one, 27. Did I fertilize that yet? I think I did. I wish this screen would show me if I fertilized or not. It shows me growing. I think I did. Why is there like a strip missing out of field 37? Frickin' hired driver missed the whole strip on one side of the field, didn't he? I just noticed that. Can't find good work these days. Where am I at? How do I get to that field? It's up this way, right? Yeah, this is not a new playthrough, but this is years of playing on this same save file. I think I streamed the save file like 2 years ago or something. It's been a while. Like I said, I don't play it that much either. this way. Loop-de-loop we go. Should have taken the other little road, but never think to do that. Now, this is a strip of cannolis. Sorry. Thought I heard something. No, okay. Oh, he's still seeding this road. Okay. Good. You're seeding with the sugar beets. Is it done now? They're still fed right now. I don't have how many cows do I have? I should buy more cows actually, so I can get more manure. I did check on them. They're fed and they have straw. I think this guy just finished. Okay, cool. This does not need to be fertilized. I already fertilized it while I cultivated it with liquid manure. Okay, so this field's done. Yeah, that guy needs to change to corn. And that's going to be me because the cornfields are too strange. That still needs to be... this one. That still needs to be done with canola. Oh, okay. Oops. Yeah. I'm doing pretty good at fields. I'm keeping on top of them pretty good. Well, this giant one in front of me, that's going to be corn. That I'm going to have to do. Oh, boy. Let me check on the... Actually, we'll check on the cows. How many cows do I have? $135. Still, productivity. Mixed ration. Oh, there's still 10,000 mixed ration? Okay, so I got a couple days before I have to feed them again. Good. I'm not checking on it anyway, but yeah, I think we should be all good. I also have a save. This is the Bjornholm map. I also have a save on the American map. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's the one that's supposed to be in the US. But I haven't played that one much at all. Guess maybe I could have checked on this. But this is the one where I know where everything is, so it's the one I keep playing. We've got a lot of straw in here still. Silage. Good. Straw I have way too much of. I probably should have sold more of it off. There they are. How much do I have more straw in this barn still? Oh, I do. Wow, I have way too much. Yeah, I remember now. Any straw I get now, I just straight sell off because I've got way too much stocked up. See how full these look. Yeah, these are still good. Still got plenty of straw laid down. Yep, still good. And then if they get through the mixed ration before I get a chance to refill it, I think there's some plain silage in this bin here. It's not as good as the mixed ration. Oh, no, that has mixed ration. This song is good, but it's too damn loud. Well, I like it, but that was loud. I put I thought you couldn't put mixed ration in that one. Maybe that's silage and it just looks similar. Yeah, whatever. Anywho, they got plenty of food. I thought I could only put mixed rations in these ones. And what else? So fertilizer I'm not going to need again for a little while. But I'm out of manure for now, so liquid manure anyway, so I'm not going to be fertilizing anything with that for a while. So I guess I'll park this next to that, yeah, those fields over there. Yeah, I know my way around this one pretty good. The American map, I haven't played on it much, so I don't really know my way around as well. It's not that hard to figure out, but sometimes you just do what's most comfortable. Where'd he go? All right, it was the next field up. That field is not going to have to be fertilized. Mark this here. You know, you could have folded your machine up when you were done with it, buddy. Still loaded up full. Okay. Corn. Fold it up. I'm hiring drivers right now, but eventually I'm going to have to do all this when I get to the wacky fields that aren't squares. So this I'm going to bring over to the field. Not this one, but a couple over, the big rectangle one. I think I can probably start up a hired driver to seed that one. Because I started up a hired one doing cultivating, and he should have made it down enough that if I start this one same spot where he started, then it should work out. Because with these giant fields, I start to think that I probably should have gotten a second cultivator or seeder, you know, so you can work the field from either end. On my own though, so it's a little silly. Okay, this is cultivated now, I think. This I'm just gonna set up a hired guy for it because this is a nice square field. Rectangle. Okay. It's working? Yes. H. Okay, have fun, buddy. Alright, so he's seeding that one. The other guy's further along, hopefully cultivating that one. Oh no, never mind. He's stuck on the fence. I see. How do I unhire you? H again? Yeah. Good job. Good job, buddy, pal. Couldn't figure out how to do it. It's called turn the wheel. I know. Crazy idea. I guess I'm finishing off this field. I don't like how the cultivator doesn't have a ridge marker. Because I like to try to do things in first person when I can. But if there's no ridge marker, you can't really do it in first person. You have to be able to look at the edges. Well, he was almost done. This is a big field. So I guess next thing I'm gonna be doing is I gotta take this cultivator over 2 farms over and start cultivating that one, because I think there's only one straight edge of that field, so I don't know if the AI does too good on that one. I don't think he does. There's my edge here. Yeah, I don't think I'll be buying any more fields anytime soon. I've got too much to work as is. Okay. I think I get like, see how much the cattle are. They are more expensive than anything else, but animals wise, but still, I have a decent amount of money. Probably get another 50. This is a narrow swath left, so it doesn't really matter. Just cultivate the grass, it's fine. Swing over a little bit. I don't know how often I'll play this, but I am getting into it right now. It's, I guess, all day today. Well, on and off. I was busy today, but I was playing this last night. Last night I was playing it. I have variety. It's the spice of life. I have a bunch of stuff to check out in Derail Valley too. There's been a couple of mods, but I got the wheel set up for now, so yeah. Hold it up. There we go. It's dirty. That's how you like to sleep. I didn't realize I had one more field I had to do with that other main seeder. Bugs me a little bit because I washed it and put it away and everything. Do I have an extra tractor for that? I should probably hire somebody to do that field. So that's this one done. You are seeding it. This is done. No, that's not the one I own. Oh, I went the wrong way then, didn't I? Where am I? It's the wrong one. Oh, I see what I did. Don't mind me cutting through your field. Oh, that's the windmill. Okay, I see. I mostly know where I'm going on this. There's my lawn mowing equipment. If things ever calm down with everything else, then I'll get back to cutting grass. Okay, there's the canola that's already all done growing. This is the field that needs to be cultivated. It's a huge freaking field. And, it's just for level. Let's see if I start from this end, let the AI hired driver do it. Let's see how far he makes it before he can't figure out life anymore. It's not going to be far because he's either going to run into the traffic because the end of the field is really close to the road, or he's going to run into the part where the edges are curved and not know how to deal with it because it's not a straight line. But we'll try it. See what happens. That's 11. I'm going to be streaming for probably about an hour longer. Unless I start getting really tired, I might cut it a little short. Guess I had a bigger day today than I thought I did. I am supposed to be cultivating this. God, the ground is so uneven here. Just right. Am I doing anything? Yeah, I guess that's right. Okay. Let him do that. Lawn mowing equipment someday. The old station wagon. I guess I could leave the fertilizer thing full. It's got enough for this field, I think. Also, yeah, I don't want to have to cultivate another field. I was thinking of maybe doing sugar beets on this one. Sweet beets, sugar beets, whatever they're called. But I don't want to have to cultivate another field. I still got all the cornfields to do. So, we'll do canola on this one, I guess. You know what, let me look at my stores real quick. Canola, barley. Actually, I don't have much wheat. Must have sold off a lot recently. I don't have much wheat or barley. I think I'll do wheat here. Because I've got a decent amount of corn, sugar beets. Like I said, I don't want to cultivate another thing. Canola's doing pretty good. I think we'll do wheat here. Okay, so that means I still need that cedar. Okay, I don't need the cultivator, sorry. I don't have a free tractor, I'm pretty sure, so I'm just gonna... These fertilizers have enough in it for one more run, so... I'm just going to leave them here. Go get the cedar. Work, zug dabu. Washed off the cedar, and then I realized that more field I had to do with it. Oh well. Consider loaded up. It's loaded up enough. We don't want canola. We want not grass, wheat. I usually don't really change up what crops are on what fields, but I mean, why not? Well, that's not this one. This one's all ready to go. Nice one. So, let me guess in here. That seems fast. Each. Okay. I'd be missing the edge a little bit, but it's not that big a deal. You are still doing corn. This is the big rectangle field, so I'm not worried about you. Where's the cultivator? Yeah, didn't take long. I knew it. They cannot deal. Please unhire. Between the traffic and the curvy field, they can't deal with this one. Okay, let's see. I have a trick for this. It's called unhook that, because that somehow makes a difference. Rehook it. You see, buddy, when you get to the end of the field and there's a road there with traffic, you stop and you look at the traffic, and if there's traffic, you wait for it to leave. I don't want to have to reset this back at the farm. Thinking of doing something stupid. The easy way would be to reset it back to the farm. But I don't like the easy way. I like the stupid way sometimes. If I raise and lower this weight, does that do anything? Well, you guys, the cars could put it in reverse and do something here. Or they could just not be made out of unobtainium. I could drive through them, but, I suppose it's time for a rescue mission. What's close by? Is this relatively close by? With more mods. The old Ford tractors. I remember correctly, they're nice, but they're not really as nice as that other John Deere I was in. Kind of relegated them to lawn mowing. They're kind of fast, but maybe not as powerful. Let's see. So they're not that fast. Ramming speed? So I know I can't ram the AI cars. That doesn't do anything. But what if I ram my own tractor? Nothing from that way, yeah. I needed to hit it from the other end, but I already had the speed from that end, so... Figured I'd try it. Oh, some of the cars cleared. Well, some of the cars cleared out. Actually, I should probably just try it again. Some of the cars moved. That should maybe do it. No. Now I think I should be able to get out. Yeah, some of the cars cleared out. I see. There we go. Okay, so the AI really can't do this field. Unfortunate. And then with all, you see how curvy it is, it wouldn't go very long anyway. You know, I'm gonna stick that Ford back where it was because I'm gonna forget about it, and then I'm gonna hop into it and say, why is it here? You know what? Hold on. We'll let the hired guy do 2 more rows before he screws up again. Oh, got it on the wrong thing. So I guess next time that happens, maybe just teleport to a different vehicle and come back, and half of the traffic will be cleared out. That's what we just learned. Yes, completely useless mirrors. Mm. Really remember. Okay, I'm not doing anything with this stuff yet, but put it back where I found it. This. Yeah. Just like an extra tractor that I don't need much of anything with. Where is this? Is this with the cows? Yeah. I guess I use this with the mixed ration machine, and then I can load it with the other one to scoot. Good. Okay, I think I'm all caught up now. Wow, I'm actually all caught up. I mean, pretty soon I'm gonna have to get back to work on that cultivator since he gets stuck again. But nice. Why can't I flip into the cultivator? There it is. Just expecting trouble. So I'll just watch him until he gets stuck. Well, that's good, I can use a little break. Been going at it non-stop. And here comes the traffic. Wait, why is he folding up? He can't figure out how to do another row. Okay. Yep, that's it. They can't figure out how to do the rows here because of the curves. Well, that was a nice break. Oh wait, they can't even do this part. That's silly. That's the wrong one to do. Let's get out of the road. I'm gonna take the last break of the night, I think. I've still got like 40 minutes or so stream time, but I need to have another meeting with the Bears. So give me a second. Alright, I'm back. Is this like a Bobby Brown song or something? Am I getting in trouble? Oh, Splatoon? Huh. It sounded like, what song did that sound like? Uh, Pretty Young Thing? Is that Bobby Brown? Michael Jackson? One of them. I don't know my early 90s like I used to. But it's not that. It's copyright free, whatever it is. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. Alright. Pretty good. Oh, it's time for me to do the work instead of AI drivers trying to miss a spot while using the whole width of this thing. I wish this had ridge markers. I know I said that already. A lot of people that I remember watching play Farming Sim didn't really understand how the ridge markers worked, but I like them because I like to try to do it in first person as much as I can. You can just aim the nose of your tractor with the ridge marker. For some reason, this thing doesn't have it. How big this thing is, I'm surprised I'm able to turn it that height, but you are. Things have been pretty active on this farm recently. I'm working this field, the AI over there. I can see him top right, because that's wheat on that field. And then 2 fields to my left, that's the other cornfield that I've got the AI seeding. So yeah, that's pretty good. All my other fields are planted. And then, but you know, there's the big one that the AI is doing. This one right here is pretty damn big, corn. And then I've got over on the other side another huge cornfield that needs to be cultivated and seeded. I'm not going to be doing that tonight, I don't think. We would get out of the way of the cars. Yeah, as tired as I am now, but I am. I was up until probably 4 or 5 last night. It's only 11:30 for me now. I guess maybe that's why I'm tired, but I thought I slept enough. Yeah, whatever. This weekend we're supposed to get a lot of rain. I've heard up to like 5 inches, but it's supposed to be a nor'easter, but I have a feeling the worst of it's going to miss us. It usually does. They spin off the coast a little bit towards the end. We don't get as much. That's why I wanted to get those trains in though, because I don't know when that roof is going to start leaking, but it will eventually. But my neighbor's going to be on top of it, I think. He's calling his contractor friend to look it over. But, it takes time to get somebody. This is new, I guess not much of anything. Next time I stream, which is probably going to be Monday, the earliest. I usually don't stream much on the weekends. I think I'll be back to Derail Valley. I'll have enough time to get back to that. I've got a couple of mods to check out that have just came out for that. Either that or it could be back to Hard Truck 2 because I'll have time to get myself back to where I left off with that. So we're gonna do a loop-de-loop here. No, I think I'm gonna do these edges so I don't have to go out into the road each time. Oh wait, I'm blind. Hard Truck 2 might take a little doing. I think maybe even after the stream I'll start playing with that, installing it and see. Because all I have to do is reinstall it and, I don't know, play the game for a couple of hours to catch up to where I left off on the stream. But I'm worried about the rare trucks, whether or not they're going to show up. Because they did before. I don't want to have as much of a trouble lining this up as I do, but I always do. That should be good. I drop it down out there on the grass, it's fine. Can't see this edge too good, but I think we got it. Close enough anyway. I can come back and catch that little bit that I missed if I missed anything. Song is gone. If it's good, but it's an extended one. reminds me too much of Pretty Young Thing by, I think that was Michael Jackson's song, Pretty Young Thing. Right? Because Bobby Brown was just, what was his two big ones? My Prerogative and Every Little Step. The really big ones, anyway. I can't remember if there's anything else I want to talk to you guys about tonight. I don't think there really was. Filled you in on everything. Why am I overlapping so much now all of a sudden? I've been watching, keeping close eye on Super Great Friend because he did Hell Knight. He's done with it, but he did talk about getting the other endings. I don't know when he's going to do it. I have a funny feeling he's going to do. Sometimes he does what he calls a penance stream, where he plays one game until completion, like start to stop, and it takes like 10 hours or something. I think he's going to do that with Hell Knight to get the other endings. Because it probably would take that long if you wanted to get all the separate endings with the different characters that you can end with. He was so close to the good ending with Naomi. Right at the very end. Because he didn't know you could spam the button and get a random chance that Naomi stuns the monster. I mean, how would anybody know that? Was it even in the manual? I don't know if he ever looked at the manual, but usually SGF, he likes to look at the manuals and stuff, so I bet it wasn't in it. He didn't show off the manual, though, so let's see, VTubers. Not that anybody here probably watches them, but they've been doing their thing. Mume and Bebo's just finished up Portal 2, which is pretty cool. I gotta watch that still. Some streams you can have in the background and kind of just mostly... Wait, did I not drop it? Did not. Or I hit the button. Yeah. Turn the wheel and screw it up. Wrong way, Magoo. Sometimes I handle backing these things up very easily. At times my brain decides to not be able to figure it out. Doesn't help that I'm in this freaking outside view. That really screws me up. That should work. It still didn't drop. Oh, I hit the button to not select it anymore. That's why it's not dropping. Okay. I can come back and touch it up if I have to. Whatever, this is the last row anyway. hope this song is safe on YouTube. YouTube has gotten really strict with music. Really strict. God, I used to play Judas Priest songs in my videos and get away with it. I mean, they're still there. Well, actually, a lot of them are mostly okay still. But there's no way I'd ever be able to monetize them, of course. But like a lot of like video game and anime music that used to be fine, it's not so fine anymore, I think. Okay, that looks good. So all that goofiness is fine. Time is it? 1:35. I might call it here actually, because I don't want to start another field. Unless it's just fertilizing, that goes quick. Yeah, I can fertilize that field. I'm just trying to look things over. See if I have any obvious spots. Well, it looks pretty good. Okay. So this cultivator next will go, I can drag this over to the other field that this goes to. Oh yeah, Burn. Yeah, that happens too with the music. That's the really annoying parts, is when you put something up and it says the music's okay, and you're like, hey, we're safe, and then eventually it just gets claimed anyway. That happened with some of the stuff that I had Judas Priest music for. It was good for like 10 years, and then all of a sudden, nope, nope, nope. It's like, why? I mean, I understand it's Judas Priest, but still. It was fine before, damn it. Okay, so I'm gonna park this with the other field that needs to be cultivated, the other giant one. Remixes on YouTube. Yeah, the wrestling stuff, yeah, please don't send me too much actual wrestling stuff, because I had to take a lot of that stuff out, because they were claiming that left and right. Oh, it just sucks, because this stuff was all fine before, and now it's not. Really annoying. I don't want to do like what all the VTubers do, and just have one song that you know is safe and just loop it for the whole stream. That is just, ugh. I mean, sometimes it's not too bad. Well, with the VTubers, it's not too bad because they put out a lot of really good content. So they're talking, they're laughing, they're having a good time, the game's going on. You can barely hear the background music most of the time anyway. But me, I don't. I'm not much of a content creator. I don't I don't talk a whole lot, and a lot of times I let the music do the work, basically. So I need a variety. The older ones, yeah. It just depends on who owns them, I guess. Yeah, the Dova Syndrome stuff, yeah. I have a few of the stuff, like I have Cronies opening music, the waiting music in the beginning, and I have the other Crony music that she plays pretty much for Minecraft. I have some other stuff. I actually just added, park this here-ish. I added some songs from the Council Risk RPG game. So 8-bit versions of a lot of the Hololive music. I think that should be okay. Crossing fingers. I had to take out some Hololive songs even. Like Reflect got pinged from Gura. Mozart. At least classical music is pretty good. And sometimes I'll never forget Fauna playing freaking Euro Truck Simulator. Good lord. she had the classical music going and the way she crashed and everything. I don't know if you saw that, but that was amazing. It was ridiculous, but it was amazing at the same time. What is this? This is cultivator for wheat, and you missed the edge. Turn this thing around somehow up here. The red box stuff is good? Yeah. I think I still have the red box stuff in there. I went on a little bit of a purge when I was starting to worry about music, but I'm pretty sure I didn't take out red box. I was pretty sure that was fine. Vinny has been like on a crusade to make sure that his stuff stays copyright free. As I remember, wasn't even Vinny himself getting clipped for copyright for his own music, and then he had to keep like battling with his own record company or whatever. Say, knock it off. Now I'm done with this cedar. Okay, so I guess I'm kind of putting toys away, or, well, not really. I'm really just setting up for the next time. Yeah, it might take the rest of the 20 minutes. Hello, Vine Sauce. We're to inform you that we're giving you a copyright from Vine Sauce. Sorry, Vine Sauce. You violated Vine Sauce copyright. Exactly, Burn. Oh man, that was a while ago that I heard Brittany talking about that stuff, but yeah, he was beyond pissed. Have I Mike sing Judas Priest? Oh man, that would be hilarious. Mike's got such a great deep voice. What would he be best for? Mm, deeper, heavier stuff, probably. I mean, Judas Priest is heavy metal, but you know, Halford sings pretty high. Iron Maiden, maybe. He gets up high too sometimes. It's tough because the guys that sing lower always get into all the growly, eating the microphone, incomprehensible, you know, new metal stuff, which sometimes is good, but maybe like Disturbed. Yeah, yeah. Now the cedar is done. Okay, we're gonna wash this cedar again. I'm pretty sure I'm done with it this time. Right? Yes, all I have is this is the big cornfield. Oh, this looks like it's all done. That needs to be fertilized next. Yeah, I didn't fertilize it before it got planted. Yeah, this big cornfield. Uh, this is a big cornfield here too. This one's cultivated and ready to seed. This one still needs to be cultivated and seeded. And by the time I'm done with all of this, these first fields that um, I did this earlier today, not on stream. Those are gonna pop. Those are gonna be ready to harvest. They run in cycles sometimes. Those are wheat, I think. Jeez. I definitely don't want any more fields than what I have. It's too much for one person. Of course, if I had other people playing with me in multiplayer, then it wouldn't be too much. The way it is, yeah. Where am I? Sorry, I got a little lost for a second. Okay, let's wash this thing again. Still not washing the tractor because why bother washing the tractors? They're just constantly working, but at least the cedar is going to be parked for a while. What button is this? Let's see if we can really wash all of it before it's actually clean. Stop getting clean so fast, damn it. Mouse pad, please. That's pretty clean. Yeah, you have room. Is this Cedar Park on this side? Right? I'm trying to put it reverse. That didn't happen in this game. I just hit the brakes, you see, and that's reverse. I'm gonna park this right on top of that stupid. I can't see. Yeah. That's where this. No, it doesn't go here because I want to be able to pull up with the fertilizer. It goes on the other side. This shouldn't be that difficult. Burn, I should have said something earlier, but I was at your stream, what was it, last night? Night before? I didn't really get to watch much of it, though. I was pretty busy that night. It's cool what I saw. Mike game. How much more do I have to do? I just saw little pieces here and there. Yeah, I'm sure I'll check it out. I get a chance. Yeah, I guess if you highlight it, it never goes away, right? I'm just uploading all of my VODs straight to YouTube. But that's a little more work, I guess. This goes back to the fertilizer, which is... This is a lot to keep track of. Yeah. Man, I'm tempted to try to do something about that, but it involves money first off, and I'd like to see, my red bear up there in the corner that Lizard drew for me, that I use all the time. I wonder if I could just animate that, Still be 8-bit, but just the head moves left and right, and the mouth and the eyes open and close. That's probably all I would want. No arms, nothing else fancy. I've thought of it. I mean, I figured out how to import train models into Blender to repaint them. Surely that means I can figure out how to animate stuff, right? It's just bones. Yeah, it's not that easy. Okay, you are ready to go. Oh, you need to fertilize this field. It just got finished. Yes. Oh God. Just the mouth can open and close. It doesn't need lips. No. Simple. Super simple. As much as I've embraced the VTuber stuff and how anime everything is, I personally never really got into anime. Oh, good, you're stuck. Good job. Well, get out of the tractor. You're fired. There. But like, I'm old enough that we still called it all cartoons. You know, like when I was maybe just getting to the point where I was outgrowing cartoons was when the anime boom was happening for Americans, basically. I mean, Americans that wanted to get into anime were already into anime. But it was, nowadays there's no such thing as regular cartoon that's not at least looking like anime. I don't know. I'm trying to explain this in a not mean manner, but yeah. And I've learned a lot about anime just because I got into the VTuber stuff so much. But if I had my own VTuber model, I guess is what I'm getting at, I'd want to try to get something that's not as anime. Yeah, no 4Kids crap. Yeah, that stuff was just starting when I was getting like out of cartoons, I think. Yeah. 4Kids was no, that wasn't the same thing as Kids Next Door, right? Kids Next Door was the number one, number two, and all that. Oh, 4Kids was anime, right? Okay. Oh, Torture for All Eternity. That's much better than Death. Yes. And if I ever do watch along streams, I don't know if I'd ever do watch along streams. I'd need to get a bit more of a fan base first. But I would probably do it in Discord too. I mean, what's the point in doing it on stream if you can't show it on stream? But it would be the cartoons that I grew up with. It would be the first Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. You know, the dark one where people friggin' died. You know, and Robotnik, the best Robotnik. And Pirates of Dark Water was really good. I mean, I don't think people died in Pirates of Dark Water. Well, kind of. It could get pretty dark. But, those were good cartoons. They were too far ahead of their time and got canceled way too soon. Pirates of Dark Water, they never got all the 13 treasures. I think they only got the first 7, I think. And then Sonic, the third season was already planned. They already made it like Snively was going to take over, at least at the beginning of the third season. I think Knuckles was going to be added, and then nope, we like this other one that looks like Looney Tunes better. It's cheaper to make. It's just silly. I mean, Adventures of Sonic Hedgehog has its place too, but yeah, Sad AM was really good. Let's mean cousins into cousins without removing. Wow. American Pie, everything. Every Japanese stuff. Jelly donuts. Oh wow, that's hilarious. Uh, you know what I knew of? You know what was anime that I remember that it was like, oh wow, is this anime? Oh, this is maybe not that great, but it was hilarious how bad like the dubbing and stuff was Speed Racer, the classic. Speed Racer in his car yakking away at a million miles an hour, and and the English dub is just, oh my god, what's going on? Just like 3 words or something. Yeah, it was just so great. Did I miss that spot? Oh, whatever. I gotta come back anyway, so we'll do it. Hang on, crack. Now, I don't remember what the dub was actually like. I just remember that the animation was the mouth going crazy, but the voices, you know, since it was English instead of Japanese, and in Japanese, the original Japanese, I think they're talking pretty fast because it's Speed Racer, you know, and they have a lot to say. And in English, it was just like, or was it fast, like, you know, Micro Machines type stuff? I don't remember now. But that was like the first look for me anyway, was, oh, this is anime. Oh, this is made for a different language. It was fun to watch though, just to watch the mouse going crazy. The show that I watched, but I kind of hated it a lot of the times that I watched it, was Power Rangers. The classic Power Rangers, you know. But I didn't like it because Power Rangers was knocking off the cartoons that I liked. That I remember. Yeah, that'd be wild. I mean, hell, the Micro Machines guy is still around. I think he's still around. I don't know if he still freaking goes for like speed records with his talking and stuff, but I think he's still around. But he wouldn't be able to keep that up for like a stream. Streams are long, you know? Okay, so this needs to be fertilized. It's done. Uh, the other big corn one here still needs to be seeded. Okay. Let me put this. Well, we're making it to 12 o'clock, just trying to set everything up for next time. I want to set things up in a way so that the next time I play this, which I'm not even sure when that's going to be, I might play off screen too, I don't know. Depends on how much I do with the Hard Truck 2 and how much I leave the steering wheel set up. I know it fits now. But I'm trying to set up all the machines for next time so that I remember what I was doing, basically. This is going to seed this one now. Which I guess I can start an AI on, but you know, they don't do too good with this field. Okay, so we'll just park this here for now. I never scroll the right direction, by the way. Never. Okay, cultivator. This is the big cornfield. Right, okay. Alright, Burn, I'm about to stop. Oh, feel better from your cold. That sucks. My mom's been going through some throat crap for like a month now, almost. About to stop. Fertilizer is here because this field needs to be fertilized. And then this needs to go to the corn. Yeah, okay. Oh, I hope I'm going to remember that. You know what, let me get in the... Oh, come on. Where's the manure wagon? There it is. Let me park this by the cornfield that still needs to be... That's seeded but needs to be fertilized. That way I'll just remember. I'm not going to actually fertilize it with this because, good lord, that would take like 10 loads of this stuff. But it'll just make a mental note for me. Okay. I think then I'm done. Okay, do I have any other hired drivers doing goofy crap? No. I think we're done. We're all set for next time. Mm-hmm. Maybe next time we'll get into grass mowing, but I've been very busy with all the fields and everything. There we go. We'll end stream with the nice gurgly pickup truck, the old Chevy. All right, it is 12 o'clock. I'd maybe go a little bit longer, but I'm tired. So let me get to the ending screen. There we go. All right, thanks everybody for stopping by, whoever did. Next stream will probably be not until Monday, maybe even Tuesday. I'm not going to stream over the weekend. And probably won't be wheel stuff. I'm sure I'll have the wheel taken down by then. Probably going to get back to Derail Valley. I've got some mods to show off. And, get back to work on the railroad. I haven't done much with Derail Valley a little bit. I remember where I left off on my hard save. What did we leave off doing? Still running around with the DM3, I think. I haven't found the 060. I think I even bought the license for the 282 in my realistic save, and I haven't ran into that yet either. I'm not currently using the S282 rearranged mod or the the silly stuff for the 282, the streamlining stuff. I think especially the rearranged one is not quite ready for realistic yet, because I think it might kind of have some issues with messing up some controls, or I think the wheels sounded kind of grindy if I remember correctly. Also, I was playing on Sandbox for a bit the other day, and the wheels on the handcart were grinding in Sandbox, and there was an obvious it was like the brakes were always on, even though I could turn the brakes on and off. So I don't know what was going on with that. I'm a little worried that maybe the 282 mod might have messed with something. Even though I turned it back off, it's still messing with something. I did back up my realistic save. I haven't gotten on realistic and tried out the handcar again yet, but I want to do that. I want to see if it's messed up. I'm going to be upset if it is. Because in realistic, I have to use the handcar all the time because I don't have the dash. So we'll see. Anywho, I think that's about it for me. Oh yeah, I'm running out of time. Alright, I'll see you guys around later. Bye.